What do you think up there?
Looks good.
You think so?
I mean, it's really dirty and disgusting, and it's hard to like want to show people this, but
this week, we give you the V-Berth Transformation Tour.
What are we doing in the V-Berth, Kelly, other than fixing that nasty, rotten front?
to take all this crap out. I thought we could keep the shelves.
But this is like a vinyl on the walls. It's like gross peel-off stuff. We need to get rid of that and do something different there.
Or we're gonna insulate this area too, right? And then the grid. Are we keeping this grid?
Yeah, we're gonna turn that forward area into the chain locker and then take up as much as this. All right, anything else?
No.
From February until now, we've been chipping away at the V-Berth while simultaneously transforming our salon. After many months of tearing it apart, we've remodeled this space into something much more cozy and functional. Here's what it looks like today. Ready to talk about the V-Berth
Sure.
and the exciting transformation?
Yeah, it's really great in here. You've cleaned it
does.
up. It was dusty.
It was really dusty. And I added some things.
What about right here? You missed this spot.
No, I didn't.
Yes, sir. Look how dusty
Nope.
it is still.
Nope.
You're a big misser of spots. Of all the areas of the boat, we wanted the V-Berth to be the most boaty, if that makes sense. You know, like dark woods, cozy, comfy, very nautically appropriate. So we didn't want to change a whole heck of a lot. I installed this. This cushion right here is the original setup. And I thought that this was a lot of wasted space. So I cut out a space for what's under here, which is our secondary water tank. This will be the one that is not potable, but it's fresh water. So we'll use it to flush the toilets. We'll use it to wash down the deck, things like that. But definitely not drink it because it will be connected to toilets and you don't want that back flushing into what you're sucking down your mouth hole. So we closed all this in and extended this out, which is probably why the door that we built for this is such a tight fit, but it still works, so that's okay. But this shows you what it used to be. So you had a lot more standing room in this room, and I thought that was wasted space, so I enclosed the water tank and took up a lot of it. So now we're down to just this much, which makes closing the door a tight fit, but I think it's a good trade-off. This is going to be not only the guest cabin, but the tool room. So we've got these two guys right here, and then this one will have a cushion that goes over it. Then the front V will be a cushion, and this will turn from a 2-cushion to a 3-cushion setup. And we'll be able to pull this off and set it where Kelly's sitting right now, creating a workbench. So this section forward-ish will be all one piece, one big triangle. Then we'll have a cushion here that will take up this area and a cushion over here that will take up this area. And this won't be represented by one so huge. It will be attached to this, and the whole thing will fold over. Just like that, to create a nice little workbench area, something that you can actually do stuff on. And I assume it's going to get beat up over time, which will allow for my little tool room to be fully operational. I'll have tool storage down here, tool storage in here, tool storage up here, all the spares and the hoses and the epoxies and the resins. This will be the battle station for any type of work that we need doing. This hatch that's partially exposed is our chain locker. We're going to have a pipe that comes down from directly, that wiring back there is our windlass. There will be a pipe that comes down and connects into this chain locker. and that will just go right into the chain locker, and then it drains into the bilge if there's any residual water, which there would be. But what's cool about this is we have encapsulated it so with the twist of one shutoff valve, that whole thing is watertight. So if we ever breached the front of the boat, which if you're going to run into things, most likely it's going to be up here, we can disconnect that from the rest of the boat and not sink to the bottom of the ocean. So that'll be cool. Up forward is the old chain locker that's a little too small for our purposes. So we're going to use that for like deck storage and perhaps, like disgusting dirty garbage while we're underway. We'll shove it up there and then unload it when we make port. That's about it for like design features. Is there anything else you can think of, Kel?
What about this hatch down here by your foot?
Oh, this hatch is just utilitarian. Down here is the vent for the main water tank, the shutoff for the chain locker like we talked about, and then the feed hose that goes through there. Plus there's a decommissioned old depth transducer housing, which we won't be using.
LED lights throughout.
Yeah, we've got the indirect LED lighting that shoots up and gives it kind of that effect. Oh my God, look at that. That fits perfectly. Sometimes you just get lucky. But if you need to actually see something, you've got the reading lights on both sides.
Switch operated.
And then, of course, our fan for air circulation.
Yep.
Oh, that's a clever little trick. Where'd you learn that?
A guy that I know.
How many guys do you know?
I just know one guy. He's like expert craftsmanship dude. Does all of my electrical. Wow. I can feel it.
And goes out to this hatch here that you can access via these stairs. We kept the stairs and restored them with some sanding and a few coats of varnish.
So we definitely need to do some touch-up paint. But this right here is a USB charger for cell phones and whatnot. DC USB charger. We also installed this down here. This is a socket. This is for heavy duty DC. So if we have like battery packs on our DeWalt tools that we need to charge, we're gonna buy the travel version of the charger, and that'll plug into the socket right here. So that's kind of cool. And it's dedicated on its own because it pulls a lot of amps. Pretty neato. The rest of the cabin will be given over for guests though, right, Kelly?
Right. We're gonna have so many guests. This is our third significant room transformation with this project, and we are so proud of the work we've got to show you so far. Tune in next week as we move on to the head and continue out the build out for our refit project. Just so you know, everything we're doing, we're basically building from scratch and learning as we go. We are not professionals or experts. We hope you have a happy new year. Cheers to pursuing your goals, achieving your dreams, whatever they may be. Hey you, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw and you want to keep following along, become a subscriber. Just hit that subscribe button below. And special thanks to our patron crew. We really appreciate your support.